I want to go to Nicole Parton, investigative reporter joining us out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Nicole Parton, what happened here?
Good evening, Jean. A community is shocked and a family is devastated as the details surrounding the death of twin baby boys comes to surface. Now, Jean, this all began when the father of 25-year-old Lindsay Lowe looked in a clothes basket in his home where he found a newborn baby boy. He immediately called authorities. Authorities went to his daughter's place of employment. She agreed to go in for questioning. It was during that questioning that the details of the death of not just one
Nicole,
but two newborns come to unravel.
Nicole Parton, here is the question I have. Where were these babies born? She lived at home with her parents. She gave birth to twins at home? Where?
At home in the family bathroom. We understand that she is telling authorities she went into the bathroom. She gave birth to one of the twins. He began to cry. Then she gave birth to a second baby. All of this inside the family home in the bathroom.
So you're saying she gave birth to them in the toilet? Is that where she gave birth to them?
She did. She gave birth to both of them alone in the family bathroom.
And how do prosecutors say she ended their life?
She explains that one of the babies, the first baby boy born, began to cry. And she didn't want anyone in the home to hear him crying, so she placed her hand over the baby boy's mouth so that he could not breathe.
I want to go out to Ray Whitley, the District Attorney General, with us tonight out of Sumner County. He will be the prosecutor in this case. People have to know you're pregnant, especially with twins. Did only her family not know and everyone else in the community did?
Well, I'd say that nobody knew that she was pregnant. We have had cases like this before when people or young people have given birth and no one else knew. Usually the people are very large and it's not unheard of. So I do not, at this point, have any evidence that anyone knew that she was pregnant other than herself.
What theories of first-degree murder do you have in Tennessee? Obviously, premeditated murder. Do you have felony murder under first degree also?
We have felony murder. We have premeditated murder. Of course, these are children under the age of 12, and that's an aggravating circumstance under Tennessee law, and that's what makes it a potentially a capital case. I do not want to sensationalize this case by saying that we are going to be seeking the death penalty in this case, but in every single case of first-degree murder, it's the district attorney's duty to assess the case to determine what the appropriate punishment would be, assuming there is a conviction. And we're undergoing that process right now. It's far too early to determine whether we'll file a death notice or not. But at the very least, if she's convicted, she will be looking at a life sentence.
Let's go out to John Pellegrin, Lindsay Lowe's attorney. Do you think that it is conceivable in this case that you may plead that Lindsay Lowe did not know right from wrong at the time that she gave birth?
You know, I suppose it's conceivable. In Tennessee, the insanity defense is what's called an affirmative defense, meaning that essentially it's incumbent upon the defendant to put forth that defense, and you're correct, give notice, have competent proof about that. And, you know, we obviously don't have any idea at all at this point whether or not...
John Pellegrin, let me ask you a really important question here. Who is the father of this baby? Because she was engaged, but don't know if he's the father. Do you know who?
It's my understanding that there's paternity testing being done, and the state and myself will be informed of that shortly, I'm sure.
And that, everyone, can go toward motive in this case.